Hello, I'm Midge McGraw-Bulgaro, member of Board of Directors of Community Caregivers, and I'm also a volunteer. Since 1994, Community Caregivers volunteers have assisted residents of Albany County with vital services that allow them to maintain their independence and quality of life within their homes. Approximately 50,000 essential services have been delivered to date. These services involve giving rides to medical appointments, such as dialysis or chemotherapy, or to the grocery store. Our volunteers also provide respite services to caretakers who need a break from 24-hour care to attend to their own errands. Others take a few minutes of their time to make an assurance phone call or a visit that provides companionship to the housebound. Here are just a few of our dedicated volunteers making a difference in the lives of people.
I'm Nick Pattison. I'm a volunteer through Community Caregivers, and this is John Wilkuski. John was diagnosed with Alzheimer's about 4 or 5 years ago. About 1 year ago, he got pneumonia, and his Alzheimer's was more exacerbated. He still has Chris, his daughter, who's really great and helps him out a lot. I've had two clients so far with Community Caregivers. One was an older gentleman who lived on his own, and he needed a little help grocery shopping. My other client through Community Caregivers is John here. I just love hanging out with John. There's the music over in Altamont sometimes on Tuesday nights. We'll usually head down around 6:30 or so, and we'll set up some chairs. Do you like seeing your friends over there?
Sure.
Yeah. You like the music?
Definitely.
Do you like seeing the kids running around?
Yeah, that's kind of a treat.
So sometimes he's not ready for bed when we get back, so we'll watch the Mets game or something like that for a little bit. My favorite part about bringing John down to the music in Altamont on Tuesday nights is allowing him a chance to get out of the house for a little bit and talk with some of his friends. I don't think that he gets to do that very often, and it's kind of a special thing for both of us. People should volunteer for Community Caregivers because it's really fulfilling. You're being an important part of somebody's life, no matter how big or small. Community Caregivers is about neighbors helping neighbors.
I'm Mary Stokes. I've been a volunteer with Community Caregivers since 2004. I decided to volunteer with Community Caregivers because I had retired and I had time to give some volunteer services and wanted to help people out. The typical duty is driving people to and from doctor appointments, but I've also taken people shopping, banking. I volunteer every Wednesday, and then sometimes it's another day or two a week. Sometimes you go. It's very flexible. They call, and if I can take the assignment, I do. I would recommend it to anyone who's retired and looking to meet people and do something worthwhile. I've been driving Gabe for about 10 years, and as a permanent assignment on Wednesdays for the last 3 years, I believe. I'm so grateful for that because Gabe is a wonderful friend, as is his wife, Cheryl. So that's another benefit I've gotten from volunteering with Community Caregivers. A friendship that I would not have had had I not volunteered.
I'm Gabriel Regal. This is my wife, Cheryl. I'm a patient at dialysis and also a client of Community Caregivers. I've been on dialysis for 16 years. I've been using Community Caregivers for my ride for the past 10 years.
The challenges have been transportation for the most part. I'm able to drop him off in the morning before his run. When he's done at 11:30, I'm working. Thankfully, Community Caregivers was introduced to us, and they've been wonderful about driving him home after all of his sessions all of these years.
When they take me home, they make sure that I get inside the house and lock the door and so forth.
And that takes a load off my mind. Since he's been being driven by Community Caregivers, his socialization, he's more up. He has little stories to tell. They chat about different things.
Talk about politics, talk about religion, we talk about everything. All those things we say don't talk about, we talk about it.
So it's helped him to have some outreach with different people that he might not have met. For my quality of life, it's allowed me to continue working in a profession that I love.
Through all kinds of weather, whether it's raining or snowing, they've never left us high and dry. They've always been there for us.
That's true.
All of this happens because of dedicated staff and caring people in the community. Neighbor helping neighbor. Your ongoing support of Community Caregivers allows us to continue these valuable services.